Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and I haven't done a Smeargle strategy in a while, and this is where I get excited, because I was hearing my brother talk with a fan about trying to get Prankster into Smeargle, and immediately my mind just ran with it. So I started looking like this for a couple hours. I lost my mind over this because the Pokemon with infinite potential and Prankster, I don't know what I can do anymore. Like, there's so many ideas. So I was trying to really just come up with something crazy, and so far this is the idea I have. It's not polished yet. I'm expecting you guys to come up with something that blows this away. But here's kind of the base idea that the fan, his name's Ben, so I'm going to shout out to him. And he was coming up with this, and then I just kind of built on it, and I hope you guys can build on it just a bit more and take it to the next level, because I looked at all the status moves that are affected by Prankster, and nothing clicked, even though I was really trying to grind. But this is the best idea I came up with. If you guys can come up with something else, please do. I want to see where this strategy goes. This is ridiculous right here. So the idea is, roleplay places its ability with the targets, boom. Roleplay Liepard, you get Prankster. Done, just like that. And why I was thinking Liepard instead of Meowstic or another kind of Prankster Pokemon is because of Fake Out and Copycat. Now, Fake Out, you just lock down one of your opponent's Pokemon, and then I would aim for the support though, like aim for the Meowstic or something just to be safe, because generally that Pokemon is going to try to safeguard, which could ruin your Dark Void later. So try to get the support Pokemon, because the idea is you have Focus Sash. You're going to be able to endure a huge hit on Smeargle, which is kind of the main idea. So try to fake out one of the high priority Pokemon, and then now you're set. Smeargles might take a hit, get dropped down low on Focus Sash, and then the world just opens up to you. Everything becomes possible. So now you have Prankster priority Dark Void. So before your opponent even has a chance to react, you use Dark Void. And why I like Copycat is because Dark Void has a chance to miss. Sometimes the Smeargle strategies just immediately lose because one or both Pokemon avoid the Dark Void, and GG, right there. Your whole strategy falls apart, and then your opponent just opens up a can on you and it's gone. So with this, double Dark Void just to make sure your opponent's Pokemon are going to sleep and they have no control over it. Because with that Prankster ability, Copycat's going to have priority too, and it's going to Prankster that Prankster Dark Void, which is why, if you guys are wondering, I built this Liepard a bit tankier. Went with a special defense nature works as well, and I just kind of made it a bit bulky and gave it low speed, because that way it's going to be able to copy Smeargle's stats, or it's going to be able to copy Smeargle's move with Copycat under Prankster. That's just the idea I was rolling with. So after that, I was thinking, okay, go for Endeavor if you have that Focus Sash proc, because the idea is you're at 1 hit point, you use Endeavor, now your opponent has one of their Pokemon at hit points. Depending on how much damage Liepard took, it can also use Copycat, or it can use Protect at this point. Because then what I was thinking is that, okay, both Pokemon are going to be asleep, both Pokemon are going to be getting low. You could use double Endeavor, like first one turn Endeavor, Liepard goes Protect, second turn Endeavor the other Pokemon. They might be getting close to waking up at this point, depending on how it goes, but they're going to have 2 Pokemon that are at 1 hit points, which means Liepard can use Snarl. Snarl just hits both Pokemon in double battles, which means that boom, Snarl, pick off those Pokemon, and you're looking pretty good right there. On top of that, there's just so much other potential you can really do, which is why I threw in Teeter Dance. I still don't know I don't know all the other options there really are, because there are so many. Teeter Dance, it confuses adjacent Pokemon, so what you can do is, instead of having Endeavor have some sort of super broken move right here, this is the magical slot. This is where, if you can find that move that breaks the game. I'm trying to think about a move that can... 2 Pokemon aren't supposed to use it in a turn before 2 other Pokemon kind of idea. Because if it's a status move, Liepard's going to be able to Copycat it and use it as well. So other than that, both Pokemon are asleep from Dark Void. You use Teeter Dance, so Liepard goes Protect. Both of the opponent's Pokemon get confused from Teeter Dance under priority, and then that's when you just go to town with this last move. I was thinking Nightmare is a potential thing to have right here, that sleeping target is hurt by 1/4 of their maximum hit points every turn. So after that, you know, you just use Nightmare, Liepard can copycat it, and they're going to lose a quarter of their hit points, and then you just keep spamming Dark Void. They wake up, they might be confused, they go back to sleep, and Nightmare starts claiming a lot of their health. Nightmare, again, isn't the best option. I feel like I'm missing something here, that it can even be an offensive move. Like Smeargle goes and uses, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Any move, just say any physical move right there. So Smeargle uses that, and then both the opponent's Pokemon stay to sleep. Well, I can copycat that offensive move and then use that offensive move under priority. So there's some kind of brutal offensive move. I can copycat that, and then, you know, there's still a lot of options here. So there's a move slot here. Also, Liepard can just go Swag Play. Swagger, Foul Play, so, you know, it uses Swagger. Smeargle can, instead of having Teeter Dance, have Swagger, you know, double priority Swagger into a double Foul Play while they're asleep from Dark Void. Just so many ideas here, can't comprehend level of things. Or even just take it to the next step, is that, you know, you set it up like this and then you have Entrainment. And now the next Pokemon you bring in, you can be like, hey bro, bing, now you're a Prankster. And then that means you can give any other Pokemon in a Prankster level, just craziness, you know, have Liepard switch out, Prankster, or Entrain on the Pokemon coming in. And now any Pokemon has Prankster. I'm not even going to get into that. Snorlax with Prankster? No, I don't want to think about those kinds of things. Those are too crazy. Like, it's just mind-blowing what can happen. So it's up to you guys now. Come up with something ridiculous. I think I've got some good ideas, but again, if you can just grow on it, grow on the idea, I feel like too much is possible. Just Smeargle, man. And now Prankster Smeargle. And now Prankster Smeargle Liepard Copycat into Entrainment into any other Pokemon. While it does sound like it has a lot of setup, it seems fairly reliable because of how broken Dark Void is and just the way it works out. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go and take a nap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all just have a nice day.